wake up, it's a brand new day. Crank radios live, 101.5 on the play. Worldwide vibes from the street to the block. Coffee with Flyy and my girl Ciroc. Monday through Friday, we keep it turned up. Sipping that brew while we run these cuts. Last news and the hottest tracks in town. Crank radio, yeah, we hold that crown. Get your morning right, get your morning lit. Flyy Ciroc got the world rocking with. Get your morning right, get your morning lit. Flyy Ciroc got the world rocking with.
Hey guys, welcome to Coffee with Flyy Ciroc in the morning. We got a special guest with us today, J Hood. What's poppin', J Hood?
What's poppin'?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? NYC in the building.
Okay, I was about to say, tell the people a little bit about yourself and where you from. What part of New York you from?
Yeah, I'm out here from Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? Y'all also out there in the DMV. Y'all know a little town called Rosedale. You know what I'm saying? Same city, different state. But y'all mess with it. Y'all know what it is.
Okay, that's what's up. So how long you been doing music and what inspired you to get started?
All right. Well, no doubt. I started back when I was pretty much like doing journals and writing poetry. So if you like really delve into my catalog, you'll hear more poetic type of flow rather than what your average flow would be, or I call it flow chat. So I go by my own pace based on what the rhythm would predict to me. So I started off with poetry. That was back when I was 14. Did a class project with two of my homies, Sly and T Gutter, for the class, and ended up being a real nice rendition of Lost Boys. Instead of music gets me high, it was music makes you drunk. So we did that, and then after that little rendition, we started messing around with some mixtapes in the basement. One of my producer friends, who is actually going to be on this next deluxe drop that I'm dropping in a week and a half on December 14th, Mark Ashby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him right quick. He's one of my original blockheads. You know what I'm saying? So he would be like, 5 blocks away from me. We used to run to his crib. He used to have the DJ booth in the crib. You know what I'm saying? So he would be cutting up records and everything. So I knew that at some point he probably would end up making beats, and he ended up throwing me something for this upcoming project. But yeah, that's pretty much how everything started. Was just pretty much just close knit, keeping it within the spectrum of what we knew and what we listened to. A lot of people out there at that point listened to Jay-Z, Cameron, Dipset, down south, dirty. You got Cash Money, you got No Limit, Master P. Some of the MJG, 8 Ball. You know what I'm saying? And of course DJ Screw, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Then of course DJ Mr. C, rest in peace. So there's a few that actually came through the whole spectrum, and Fat Man Scoop too. My brother was actually pretty tight. He's the actual owner of Speed Demons Entertainment, and he was DJing for Carnival, but now he does his own separate stick now, and he's out here doing his thing DJing too.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
All right.
So it's been a long journey, but officially 2013 is like when I really stepped into the game of trying to let everybody hear what's out of my heart, mind, and spirit.
Right. So since you're saying your journey, so tell me, what's your struggles right now with music? What are the struggles? What's the hardest thing about, getting out there and trying to, get heard?
All right. So my plight in most cases is just getting the proper advertising. So I'll have, everybody has a budget. I have my small budget and I try to manipulate it as best as I can because, of course, being independent, it's yourself priorities first. Then you have to chase everything else down. So I make sure that I put the priorities first. Then I come through, put the advertising out there, and I use different outlets for advertising, especially through artists for Spotify. In case nobody knows, like they actually got a pretty decent rollout. So it just depends on, as long as you have the budget available, then you can do that. What I try to do is try to micro target. That's what I try to do instead of making it as vast. Micro target, and then once I notice that I'm in the hot spot or in areas that are feeling my type of flow, then I try to put more energy into that type of area.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
So
what would you say? I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
So since you say you do like micro targeting, and which I really love, what would you say is like your demographics, or how do you do your micro targeting? Do you do like a particular location? Do you do a particular age? Are you looking for a particular group of people?
I'm glad that you asked that. Yeah, I actually do look more or less depending on the track. So my genre goes from hip hop all the way to pop, to dream pop, cloud hip hop, trance, and a little bit of R&B. So if I have one track specific that I think is more of a hip hop track, I would try to go more US, Australia, Brazil, because I actually do have a heavy Brazilian following, you know what I'm saying, and Colombia also. So I ain't gonna front. Shout out to Bad Bunny, you know what I'm saying? His Puerto Rican, you know what I'm saying, lyrics, mixing it with the Spanglish and everything has actually bridged more of a gap for Americans to get heard based on the type of beats that they have.
That's what's up.
Definitely. So let's talk about the track. Where did you come up with the idea, and what inspired you to write the track?
All right. So the track itself was a track that I procured. So I ended up going to the producer. Shout out to Jasper. He's got a couple other tracks also on this upcoming deluxe project. Shout him out because he had some real fire beats.
I'm gonna cut you
That
off.
one.
I want to cut you off. So this track is from the up and coming project, the one that we have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So it didn't drop yet.
No, the project didn't drop yet. The single definitely did.
Singles out, but the project out. And this is a part.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So the single itself, it dropped originally in April, but we're gonna get to the backdrop and the story on that. But yeah, the producer Jasper, he got a few hot beats that are mixed between hip hop and R&B. And for this particular one, the idea that I caught was trying to be emulating more of Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him out here from Queens. Again, a lot of influence came out of here because Hot 97, they bumped all different types of boroughs and areas. And it depends on what DJ that you had that you was listening to mostly, you end up hearing some tight stuff. Right. So Ja Rule, when he was dropping his Rule 316, it was out there heavy. Demos and everything. Like people was getting demos in their hand. So, it was like one of the staples of Queens for a while before 50 Cent even came into the mix with the more gangster stuff. So based on how everything is moving right now, how everybody got all the drill trap, more like sneaky link type tracks, I was like, you know what? Here's more of a formatted adult sneaky link type track that would place it like Ja Rule if I can get the right feature.
Right.
That's how I was thinking, and I got lucky.
What's the right feature?
Mm-hmm. I got lucky with that because that's where the story comes up. In April.
What's the right feature?
Oh, in this case, it was to have a female aspect on the track as well.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That's why the girl was on the track.
Right.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Got you. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Now you good. So I ended up meeting her on Discord in this group. Shout out to Wonderlust. He's a producer also that does a few beats for me. He set that up on Discord. But as far as connecting with people, that was all up to everybody, you know. So I linked up with her, shot her a message, was like, yo, I seen your work on Spotify. She had seen some of my stuff on Spotify and was like, all right, you know, maybe we can actually get something together. We ended up doing everything remote. It worked out. She ended up having her own master and I had my master. Only reason why I said that there was a discrepancy was in April when I originally dropped it. I dropped a clean version, and the original actual version that I dropped with her was a dirty version. So the clean version, I had a remix in, and it kind of overshadowed her part a little bit, but I didn't really touch her mastering section. It was just through the mastering process that it probably altered something. So it had to get taken down by her. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you know what I'm saying? We never left the story alone. You know what I'm saying? We kept in contact via email, you know, because she's a beautiful voice out of Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BK. And, you know, she deserves her space too, you know. So I just wanted to make sure that a few things in life had us, you know what I'm saying, knowing how to look into the heart for more compatibility as we look for relationships based on this song. And I was like, I mean, shoot, we're already having a discrepancy for the song itself too. So at the same point, you know, things happen, you know. So we came to an understanding. She understood. I made sure that her part was again untouched, you know, by my mastering team. And we just put out the explicit version, which is up now.
Okay. Okay. Who is Ciroc? You was about to say something.
Yeah, so let's just say I know your project isn't finished and you're about to drop it, but who are some people like you wish you can get on there? Because my question was like, what's the right feature? I'm glad you found the right feature for that song, but what's some other features you got on a project, or at least wish you had on a project that can make it finish?
Well, I'm glad that you also asked that because that's the surprise. The reason why I'm more solidified with the date being next Sunday of December 14th is because I have Sticky Fingers also as a feature on the track.
Okay.
So I have him on the album. I have Mr. T, who's also a feature on a few other projects that I've done. Michael
Who
Blade as
was
well.
that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last one.
Yeah, Mr. T. He was on a few other projects. We had a collaboration called The Great Scout and Cat House Charm that dropped in 2023.
Okay.
And that 5-track EP actually was not bad as far as numbers based on how the promotion that we were doing. Our number one track on there is Like It's Nothing, but you know, we got some fuego on that. And Michael Blade, haven't heard from him in a little while. He's my boy out of New Jersey, and we're gonna re-release our first EP called Out of the Yin Yang. And as that's coming up, I also dropped the joint with him and Mr. T on this project. Also have one of my artists, Red Over Carnage, as a feature on this project. And my other boy, YN JU Country. He Country JU, sorry. He out of Queens originally, but now he out of PA. You know what I'm saying? We try to keep in contact as much as possible. Right now, all of my socials are down because I don't know what happened, but yeah, I got flagged. So
oh no, that is terrible. Yeah. So how do you handle that? Let's just say you didn't build all of the stuff, you get flagged. Is it like a temporary disconnection or you lost it for good? What happens?
With me, I at this point, I'm actually in the unknown phase because I've had it flagged before and it gave me a 90-day period. And then later on, it ended up popping back up. So this one is actually a little bit more extreme. They're giving me 6 months.
What?
What did you do?
IG?
IG and Facebook.
What did you do?
I shared some content that unbeknownst to me, probably was just a little bit overboard. But everything that I really shared, if I think that, you know, somebody, you know, like God forbid passed away in a scene or something, I usually put RIP or I, you know, put prayers up. So this way they know that if I, you know, I don't really know what's going on, but at least cover my rear end on that. So I don't know. I did have a skit though.
Was it a murder, gun, sexual? Like, on what end of the spectrum did you get? Like,
It was a helicopter crash. It was a helicopter crash out in California that one of my followers actually was unfortunately there to videotape, but he was supposed to videotape the landing of the chopper, and unfortunately it crashed. So that could be one of them. And then the other one was a skit with a midget, and she had this nice little cute little power wheel. She's leading, you know what I'm saying, her homeboy over to the car, and he's like, wait, hold on, I can't ride in that. So it was kind of funny to me, so I shared it.
And yeah, they call little people. I think that's derogatory. But
see, that's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to work on that part. So maybe it's because of the fact that I did say that as part of the parentheses. See, thank you for putting me on. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's derogatory, almost like nigga or something like that. Or like that, you know how they don't say the F word no more for gay people. So it's just out of respect on at least social media, you gotta make sure you have your right terms, pronouns.
There's no more midgets, no more dwarf.
It's little, little people.
And that's crazy because you still have Christmas coming up, and it's I mean, you know, is it okay to say?
Santa's that's what they got.
Oh man, it's craziness, right? But yeah, so the album itself though, shout out to them, for real though. Yeah, I mean, they're all good. But yeah,
so what's next for you? What you got next? I know you got this popping off. What else you got going? Videos?
Because we can't even get about your handles because you ain't got none.
Yeah, that's a fact. Right now, I'm like a ghost in the wind, but you could definitely catch me on all the DSPs, digital service providers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, Tidal, Amazon Music. But just remember, it's DA space B.B.C. So that's the Bayesian Brady Chappelle for everybody who didn't know what the acronym meant.
Now, about your
you know what I'm saying?
I've always wanted to ask you about your name because it sounds a little, you know.
He just tells you what it meant. British, Bayesian, Chappelle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What made you come up with that?
Well, everybody, when I first was like,
you look at it look different.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like, oh, hold on, you kind of look like Snoop as I was growing up, like maybe until like age 19. But then Chappelle popped on the scene with his Chappelle show. And once that popped off, I got like these two little knots on the side of my head. I kind of like make it look like a little bit like more like Dave Chappelle if I had bald head. So I have braids, and I'm like, you know what? All right. My family's from Barbados. They like to call us Bad John. You know what I'm saying? Bad John. Badjohn. Bad John. You know what I'm saying? So Bayesian, Brady Chappelle.
Okay.
That's when. And,
what's the first B? What's the first B?
Bajan. Bayesian.
What's the second B?
Braided for my hair.
Oh, braided. I said British Bayesian.
So you don't.
So yours is Bayesian braided.
You don't get that question about your name. Nobody don't be asking you. You know, like nobody asks you about like, well, what's up with that?
Oh, I mean, only the good, respectful ones. They like to come up to the chin. You know what I'm saying, and do the little flick of the chin. Like, what does that mean?
Exactly, because when you look at it, it's hard for me to say the last part of your name. So I was like AJ. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't see the initials. I have no clue.
Nah, he know, we know. So I mean, I got this name, y'all. Anyway,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But no doubt, like if y'all actually look up J Hood the BBC, I got music underneath that name. If you look up the BBC, I got my new project, which is called Weed, Hoes, and Views at a High Speed, or Huevas, Volume 6, Voracious Wrath. And that's coming out on the 14th.
Okay, I want to tell everybody to look out for you and wish your social medias. And this is the time where we are asked to give it, but you've been shadow banned. So
Yeah,
you want to give it out and tell them look you up in 6 months? I mean, how are we gonna? What's your
of course. You
okay?
already know.
I'll tell you what. Again, what is your Spotify? Where can they find your music?
But he told you that.
I want him to
Yeah.
say it again one more time.
Okay,
Spell it
okay.
out this time.
I got you. Yeah, on Spotify. DA. Put that space bar. B is in boy, period. B is in boy, period. C. You know what I'm saying? Right there, it'll come right up. If you do that on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, you got to put the hyphen topic, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a hot topic. So they don't really have me classified underneath my name. So you got to put topic underneath that, baby.
Because
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we out here. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely know, like, projects been dropping ever since 2013. And this one, I think, again, with the features that I got on there and the different producers that I got, you know what I'm saying? Progressive Music, Jasper, Boys in Vain, my boy Mark Ashby, you know what I'm saying? Like, no lie. Like, this one right here, if you was trying to find someone who got that different type of class of stuff, on that wave of like Outcast, Tyler Creator, outside the box, but yo, what the hell he talking about type crap? Yeah, I'm the dude for that. You know what I'm saying? They've been bumping my joint out in Philly too. Shout out to Philly, you know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I mean? Y'all been looking out for me. I ain't in front. Y'all went out there and I was supposed to pull up too. You know what I'm saying? That was my fault.
There's so much
we
love.
gonna see you in DC.
Real soon.
Oh yeah, most
We're
definitely.
supposed to be out in
January.
January.
Yes, my home showing
Yeah,
up.
you know it. You
Okay,
know it. I'm gonna
so
make sure that I come with that joint. You know what I mean? Because the next one that I'm gonna be dropping is Outstanding, and then right after Submersible. So I'm hoping to drop some videos with those tracks.
So let me ask you a question. I see you keep dropping. How often are you dropping music?
I tend to hoard a collection, so I still got like 3 albums in my back pocket.
No, I'm saying. So how often do you drop music?
A single at least every quarter, and if I get off my topic, then that means that there was something in life that messed me up. I'm not even gonna lie. But I try to drop a single at least every quarter, and then I'll drop a full-length project every year, if not every other year. I've dropped projects 3 in a year. So, you know, it just really depends on how my groove is going. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I got like a lot that I can give y'all right now, then I'm gonna end up just starting releasing like left, right, and center. You know, but this year specifically, I ended up dropping 2 other singles prior in the beginning of the year. I also was featured on Red Over Carnage's Hardaway. Y'all can check him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some fire. I'm not gonna front. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely check him out. We got him on the come up. So, you know, like, bear with us with these beats. We about to line everything up. You know what I mean? Shout out to Bugsy Streets too. You know what I'm saying? I checked out his interview. You know what I'm saying? Last week. You know what I'm saying? He OG from back in the day. Because you know what I'm saying? Back when I was doing my circuit, trying to get my promotion out, like promotional tours, like y'all was talking about. You know what I'm saying? I went up to Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? I'd be doing state to state. So I'm planning on doing that again in this upcoming year. Look out for me in the beginning of May, but definitely in January, y'all will be seeing me in DC.
okay, Jace, I got a question before we let you go. Do you still pass out them beads?
Oh yeah, she remember. You
Yeah,
remember?
my
So,
goodness, I remember. All
yeah,
right, let's bring the people in. Introduce your song. Let them know. Let's go.
yeah. This is J Hood, the BBC. On this track, I'm the BBC featuring Pocahontas music. You can check it out. Come here, babe.
Yeah.
Let's go.